This is a tutorial on how to edit in Adobe Premiere Pro. First, you want to make a title whenever you open up your project. This is Adobe Premiere Pro 2022. Then press Create to create your project. To import files into your project, hover your mouse over the lower left of your project and then right-click and then press Import. Then go to the folder you have your videos in and select them and press Open. So after your files have been imported, you're just going to want to select one of them in that corner right there, drag it into your blank space in the center there. That will be your timeline. And the timeline will be of the settings of the video that you just dragged into it. You can modify them by going to Sequence and clicking on Sequence Settings up in the upper left corner. To adjust the dimensions of your workspace, just hover your mouse over the border until it makes that symbol, and then you can drag to make them bigger or smaller. To scrub along your timeline, you can just grab the blue bar right there and drag left or right. You can scroll over individual frames by putting your cursor over the preview window and rolling the wheel on your mouse. To separate clips, put the blue bar over your intended point and press Ctrl-K to separate that point. To fill in gaps between your clips, right-click in between them and press Ripple Delete. To trim clips, hover your cursor over the edge of it until you see this red symbol and drag. To increase or decrease volume, right-click on your clips and select Audio Gain, then type a positive or negative value in the window. To add a fading transition, hover your cursor over the edge of a clip and right-click, then select Apply Default Transitions. And here's how it should look. To freeze a part of your video, right-click on the clip with your blue bar over the intended start point, then select Add Frame Hold, and make sure the endpoint is also trimmed off or else the rest of your video will be that single picture. To undo your action, press Ctrl-Z. To adjust how your clip looks, click on the two areas by your effects panel and click on Effect Controls. If you would like to increase the size or decrease it, you can hold your mouse down on the numbers there and drag left or right. You can also adjust the clip's location by dragging left or right on the numbers above. You can also type in your value by clicking on the numbers as well. To animate the location of objects, click on the clock symbols to the left of the controls with your bar over the point that you would like the animation to start and end, then adjust the values to what you would like. This can be used for zooming and moving camera effects. And here is what one like what I'm doing should look like. To adjust your lighting levels and tones, go to the Lumetri Color tab in the right panel of your screen and press Auto to let the computer do it for you, then adjust your levels further if you would like. To add text to your video, press the T symbol in the small panel next to your timeline and click on your screen where you would like it to appear. Then go to the Essential Graphics tab on the right panel of your screen to adjust values. Preferably you should do that after you've typed in your text. You'll need to highlight your text before adjusting things like its size, font style, and other qualities. If you don't apply default transitions, the text will immediately cut onto your screen instead of fading. Again, right-click on your clip and select Apply Default Transitions to each side depending on what you would like. To delete your transitions, just right-click on the edges and press Clear. To zoom into your project timeline, drag the two circles on the bar below your timeline. To record audio along with your video, press the microphone symbol on an empty timeline section, then press the space bar to stop recording. You can adjust the volume by right-clicking on the clip and selecting Audio Gain. To check your audio levels, click where my cursor is and select the Audio Clip Mixer. Your audio should be peaking in between -6 and -12 decibels. You can also adjust the volume by selecting your clip and dragging the button right there. Definitely try to save your project frequently. You can do that by pressing Ctrl-S. You can add other effects to your project by clicking on the Effects tab on the right panel of your window. Some other useful shortcut commands are Ctrl-C to copy, Ctrl-V to paste, and holding down Ctrl when dragging a clip into the timeline to separate parts of it. That way you don't write over other files. To export your project, click on the upper left export button on your window. Then give your project a name and choose the file's destination below. It's usually easier to use presets when exporting your video. You can do this by selecting the third option down and scrolling till you see Match Source with Adaptive High Bitrate. Formatting your video to H.264 is best for mobile devices and online videos. Formatting your video to MPEG-2 is recommended if you are sending this out to be broadcast on something like television. After you're done adjusting your audio and video export settings, then go down to the lower right and press Export. Thanks for watching.